Hi, I'm Lyric and welcome to my very first YouTube video. This has been a long time coming and I'm very excited that I'm finally able to sit down and film a video. I now have the necessary equipment to do so. So I figured as my very first video, it'd be a good idea to film a basic makeup routine. That way you guys could kind of get the gist of how I do my makeup. This is not by any means an everyday makeup routine. I do not wear makeup every day. I actually kind of rarely wear makeup nowadays. But when I do get to do makeup, it's usually something like this. I'm sure I will get better at this with time. But for now, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm very excited about it. So just keep watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, so to start off, I'm gonna use my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. And I do this because my eyelids are very oily, and if I don't prime them and set them with powder, they tend to crease, and all the eyeshadow that I put on top will move and crease, and that is not fun. So I'm just going to take some and put it on my eyelids. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation, and I'm just going to put a bunch of it on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take a clean, damp, Real Techniques complexion sponge, and then I'm going to just work that all into my skin. I try to avoid right under my eyes because that's where I'm going to put concealer later, and I feel like if I put too much product there, it gets kind of cakey and clumpy, so I try to avoid that. And I'm going to go on the other side, and I'm going to have to get some more foundation because that's not enough to cover what I got going on. I'm going to put a tiny bit more on my nose in this area because it always seems to be very hard for me to cover up the redness on my nose. It always seems to peek through, so I try to focus on that area. Then I always go down my neck too, just to make sure it's all blended and it doesn't look like a harsh line where your jawline ends and your neck starts. Also, note that if you're using a beauty sponge, it's likely going to shear out whatever foundation you're using, but it just kind of like melds everything into your skin and makes it look more like skin and less like makeup and powder and all that. Now I'm going with concealer under my eyes, and I'm going to use a combination of two. I'm going to use, where is it? Maybelline Fit Me and Tarte Shape Tape. There we go. Thank you. In the shades, I'm using 10 Light in the Fit Me and Light Neutral in the Shape Tape. Also, the foundation is shade Soft Beige, in case you're wondering. This one tends to be a little bit dewier, and this one tends to be a little more matte and full coverage. So I feel like mixing the two makes a good combination. So, first, also, that Tarte Shape Tape goes a long way, so you have to be extremely careful when you're using it. So first I'm going to take the Fit Me, and I like to put it under my eyes, like this. Down my nose a little bit, on my forehead. I try to keep too much product out of this area because I have forehead lines, like right there, like expression lines. And also right here you can already see it creases right here. I get smile line creasing really badly, so I try to keep product out of that area too. And I'll also go over any pimples that I have that didn't get covered all the way with the foundation. Then, to brighten, I'll go in with Shape Tape. Okay, then I just dot like that, and that was honestly probably too much, but you can't go back now. And then I do it right there, just kind of to highlight, and then since it's full coverage, I'll put it on my pimple spots too. Alright, now that we looking crazy, I take my damp sponge again, and I will just blend that out. And I'm going to really try to mix those two together. Okay, we are nice and highlighted under the eyes. Okay, so this is the completed foundation concealer. Hey Sadie, do you want to come make a cameo? Okay, this is Sadie. No, don't touch my face. This is Sadie. Yes, she's a ferret. And she's a handful. Kind of like a toddler. But she's a lot of fun. Okay, you can go now. Now I'm going to set all of that. I'm just going to take the Wet n Wild contouring palette, and I'm just going to take, kind of hard to get it now because there's not much left, but that. And first, I'm going to make sure that I blend out all the creases because my under eyes will probably have already creased. All the creases, all these creases up here, the powder will set everything and keep it from moving, or that's the hope at least. So now I'm just gonna go under my eyes. I will set the my eyelids a different way because those crease the worst. Even though I've already put an eye primer, they still crease through the eye primer, so I have to set them too. It's a process, y'all. We're getting there. Oh, and then I just, bring it down on the rest of my face. I try to keep it the powder light because I don't want my face to be a cakey mess. I don't even know if this is focusing on me. Maybe it's too close. I don't know. Can you see that? I hope so. I hope you get the gist at least. Then I'm gonna take my mini Real Technique sponge, and I just cleaned it, so that's why it's wet, but usually I just use it dry. I just take a lot of powder on here, and I just kind of set that in both eyes. I don't know, maybe I should wet it from now because it looks a lot smoother, I feel like. I'm gonna kind of go underneath too. Interesting. My forehead, I don't know if you see that, it's already kind of creasing a little bit. So I'm just gonna blend that out. Try to get all the product out of the expression lines. And then I take more powder and I just kind of press it in there. And this, it doesn't help completely. It will crease throughout the day. I have not found anything that will prevent this completely, but it makes it a lot better than if I didn't do this. These smile lines, the only way I'd be able to prevent that, I'm thinking, is to not smile. And I like smiling, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, next up is bronzer. I'm gonna take my NYC Sunny bronzer. This thing was, I think, $2.99 at the time. I don't even know if they still sell it. I hope they do. But I've looked for it since and can't find it, so I hope it's not discontinued. So I'm gonna take this big fluffy e.l.f. brush. Let me come in a little closer. And I just kind of work it into my cheekbones. I like to keep it in this area and above for the most part, just to make me less pale. I want to look like I just went to the beach. Nah, I'm just kidding. I just like the way it looks. Up along my temples. Oh, my ferret is doing something. Oh, she's in my bathroom. Man, like I said, toddler. We have to ferret-proof the house. No joke. Okay, now I have a little more, and I'm going to go along the outline of my forehead. I think that's as good as it's gonna get, friends. Okay, next, I'm going to go in with blush. And I think I'm going to do a combination of two. I'm going to take this synthetic kind of kabuki brush type thing, and I'm going to take Tarte Exposed. The lighting just changed because I turned it down so that I could see better, and I think that it looks better on camera. I'm not good at this thing. This filming thing. I'll get it, guys. I'll get it. It's just gonna take some time. I'm just using that bronzer brush again and just gonna blend them together. I'm gonna have to play around with the lighting a little bit to see what looks best. Does that look better? Or does that look better? Maybe like in between? I don't know, I'm sorry. It's gonna take some time to figure this out. Alright, So now I'm going to take a blush on top of that. That was kind of like my transitional blush shade into the bronzer. I'm going to take my Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection palette, whatever you would like to call it. And I'm going to take this Wet n Wild brush. These are really good brushes. They're super, super cheap. I think they're $2 or $3. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Rosé Spritz over here. This one is very luminous and glowy, which is why I wanted to top the Tarte one with it, because the Tarte is matte and more of a neutral, so it kind of transitions into the bronzer, but then I like to put this on more of the apples of my cheeks. So now I'm going to take my bronzer brush again and kind of blend it all together. Alright, now my favorite part. We're going to go in with highlighter, and I'm going to take this little brush. I got it in a cheap little Walmart makeup box thingy, and the makeup was crap, but I wanted the brush, so I bought it, and I like the brush. I always use it for highlight now. And I'm going to use, I could use Champagne Pop from the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I want to use Opal, because Opal is my go-to. She never lets me down. Okay, now I'm going to take Opal, and Opal is very, very pigmented, so we're just going to be a little careful. I like to bring it to the apples of my cheeks too, so that everything just looks very glowy. Then I'll pull it up back here, and then I kind of turn it into my eyebrow, right underneath my eyebrow. Alright. And then I also go a little above my eyebrows because I don't want to look matte. I have dry skin as is, so I like to look very glowy. I'm also going to take my sponge, and I'm just going to take the clean side of it and kind of just push all this into my skin. I think the face is done. Okay, so now I'm going to do my eyebrows. For this, I'm going to use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This is the shade Espresso, I believe. Espresso. My eyebrows are pretty much black. They're a little bit darker than my natural hair color, but I don't like to color them in black because then they just look too harsh. So I'm going to take this spoolie and brush them out. Then I'm going to spoolie that out, comb through it, make sure it's all blended. If they're not completely even, it's not the end of the world. Alright, I think that is good. I'm going to take my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It's so cute! It smells like peaches. Okay, this is so up close and personal, but I think it'll give you guys a good angle to work with. So first off, I'm going to take Puree. I'm going to take it in my crease right here. I'm going to blend it back and forth. See, it already creased there. That's good. You know what? We're gonna go over it with eyeshadow anyway, so probably won't even be able to see it. I want the most color to be around here, and I want it to fan out. Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek. And then I'm just gonna put that over because it's very light. It almost doesn't show up, but it adds a little bit of warmth to the eye. It also helps diffuse that blending if you have any harsh lines. This is a Coastal Scents brush that I bought several years ago. I think it was $4 or $5. Can you focus, please? There we go. And then I'm going to go into Summer Yum, which is a deeper reddish brown shade. Start low and then bring it up higher as I blend. Oh, also, I have hooded eyelids. So what that means is instead of my eyelid just being kind of separate from my crease, my crease kind of falls over on my eyelid like that. Can you see that? I have to blend higher up into my crease. I can't get away with just putting something right in the crease because you won't see it when I open my eyes. So I have to blend up higher, which is why I do that. And which is also why I bring it out, because you can't see anything from here down. So I do this with my eyes open for the most part. Puree again, which is that first brown shade that we used. I'm gonna go back into that first brush I used. And then I'll go back into the one I used with the peach smoothie. That right here. It's very, very metallic and pretty. I'm gonna put that on my eyelid. And I'm gonna put it from inner corner to outer corner. Blend those edges out a tiny bit. Now I'm going to take this brush, get out of the way so you can focus. I'm going to take this color, there you go, right here. And I'm just gonna go down here, starting low up my lash line and kind of creating this outer corner right here. I just want to deepen it up a little bit. I'm gonna take this little brush. It's very, can you see that? It's very thin and compact. And I'm just gonna use it as kind of like a liner brush. Start with Puree. And now I'm going to take this little pencil brush and I'm gonna take some of Peach Smoothie, that really light orange, to buff that out so it's not so harsh. So I'm just gonna use some of that warm reddish brown and that definer brush. I will usually take some of whatever the shimmery shade was and I'll put it right here in the inside. I'm just using the Essence Gimme Brow. I mean, no, not Gimme Brow, Make Me Brow. It's a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow, but it's $3 and it probably does the exact same thing. So just a few more things left, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray my face with a setting spray. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting spray. The reason I do this before my mascara is because my eyes water a lot and wet things on mascara makes mascara run, so I just feel like it makes more sense to do it before. So I'm just gonna spray this on my face and then I'm gonna let it dry. So now I'm gonna go with mascara, and I've recently been really enjoying the Essence Fall / Princess Mascara, I think it's called, but my ferret stole it and I have no idea where it is. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Last thing to do is lips. So I just put some Aquaphor on my lips before filming. Now I'm just gonna take this towel and kind of wipe off any foundation. One of my favorite lipsticks ever is MAC Velvet Teddy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it went well, and I hope it wasn't too chaotic for you, but if it was, that's okay because I'm sure that I will get better with time. Please leave me your thoughts down below and any constructive criticism or suggestions that you may have. I would really love to hear those because I would really love to improve the quality of my videos, and I'm not yet sure how to do that, so I'd appreciate your help. I will hopefully have new videos out in the near future sometime, so until then, I will see you later. Bye. Alright, I think it's a little lopsided, but that's okay for a moment. This is Bolivar. We call her Bolly. You look very unamused. Yeah? You don't eat the camera. No. She is 10 weeks old. And I wanted her to make a cameo before she's huge and I can't hold her anymore. Yeah. Okay, say bye. Bye.